Getting up there, almost 10,000.
Alrighty. What's happening, Turtle Riders out there? How are we all doing tonight, folks? Let's see how the audience is looking in, nice and fresh. Oh, yeah. Okay, we're getting close to 100. There we go. There must be a rumor that Bret's coming back and joining us tonight. How you doing, Bret?
Good. Fucking,
coronavirus free.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
Figured as long as I do a lot of dabs and don't talk or touch anyone, I'll be all right.
Easier said than done.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. So, just a reminder, folks, this episode of the Turtle Boy Live Show would not be possible were it not for our good friends over at Andrew Porter Contracting in Charlton, guys. If you're in the market for a new roof, guess what? They do roofing better than anybody. It's literally the most important asset of your home. And when you get it done, you want it done right. You want it done by somebody that's got a great reputation in the community. And that would be Andrew Porter Contracting. You can call them APC Roofing. You can find them online at Andrew Porter Contracting. They do great work. Go on their Facebook page. See some of the fabulous jobs they've done all over the Worcester County area and a little bit beyond. Not too far, but generally in the Worcester County area. And if you like their Facebook page, guys, you're automatically entered to win free Red Sox tickets. Show them some love. Go over there, give them a like. They got 5-star ratings across the board. You name it. Angie's List, Home Advisor, Google, you name it. 5 stars. They're doing fantastic work. They're an Owens Corning preferred vendor. Thank you very much, Jen. Jen says, still hate Bristol, Connecticut. I don't blame you. It's a freaking pit down there. Absolute pit. So, yeah, definitely give them a buzz. Give them a like on Facebook. And if you're in the house, I know you're not going to go out and buy a new roof just because you like me. That would be really cool. But any general contracting needs you need, give them a call, right? Andrew Porter Contracting in Charlton. All right. So, anyway, let's get this party started. How you doing, Bret? Welcome back.
Good. I'm all right. How are you? You've had an interesting fucking week.
Yeah, we all know how I've been doing. I've been very vocal about it, and we got a lot more to come on that. But, Tuesday was a good day in court. Not going to lie, I was very happy with it. Sure we'll talk about a little bit about this Masshole's wife in a minute. Before we get started with that, I just want to ask you about coronavirus, because it's what fucking everybody's talking about, coronavirus. How do you feel? What are your thoughts on coronavirus?
I think it's just another flu. I think it's getting blown way the fuck out of proportion. There's only been like a handful of deaths, and it's all people that are ancient. I mean, people are going to get sick and shit. It'll probably be bad, but I don't think it's everything TV makes it out to be.
It isn't, but I'll tell you one thing. I think I got to be honest. I think they're making the right call, shutting all this shit down. And they should have done it a while ago. I mean, it sucks. The timing couldn't be worse because, well, here's my question. What would happen if the Super Bowl was going on right now? Would they do this?
Ooh, I don't know. I'd like to think they wouldn't, but they kind of have to, right?
I don't think they could, man. I mean, I think it's like NFL is like the one league that would never participate in this. It's like NFL is above everything else. It's like I don't want to say it's a cult, but it's like it's untouchable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's billions and billions of dollars.
NBA, they look at NBA and NHL, they're like, okay, well, they got like 20 games left anyway. take a couple months off. Then we'll do the playoffs if we need to. We can still do the playoffs. They canceled college basketball today with the NCAA tournament. I mean, I love the NCAA tournament.
What school is that that's getting fucked right now?
A lot of schools are getting fucked. Like, for instance, so I'm a UMass fan, right? UMass was supposed to play VCU. UMass is not good. They're supposed to play VCU today. And, the whole A-10 tournament was canceled. And not that UMass would do anything, but Dayton is in the A-10 too. And Dayton is the number 2 team in the country. And Dayton's, like, the A-10 never produces top 10 teams, ever. But now they have. They got the number 2 team in the country. They'll never be that high ever, ever, ever again. It's the greatest team in Dayton history, and they won't get to play for a title. It's like, it's just over. That's it. It's like, that's just fucking coronavirus just ruins everything. But I guess they got to do what they got to do, because yesterday, 2 players on the Utah Jazz got freaking coronavirus. The Frenchie there, Rudy Gobert. Did you see him playing with the microphones? Like, sarcastically?
No.
Yeah.
What, touching them?
Yeah.
Touching them all?
Yeah, like being a smartass. And then it turned out he had coronavirus. And then he was in the locker room doing the same shit, and he got Donovan Mitchell, their star player. He got coronavirus. In basketball, they touch a lot. There's a lot of glands rubbing up against each other in basketball. So obviously, NBA had no choice. They had to cancel immediately to stop everything. It was the right call. Now, here's my question. Why haven't freaking, like, my wife's a teacher. She has school tomorrow right now. How is that possible? How is every school in this country not canceled right now? You tell me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna, I don't know, fucking just let everyone get sick. The week will die off. The rest of us will be fine.
Well, the good thing about kids are carriers, but they don't get nobody under 30's died in the whole world from this. So, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Plus, how many people would not be at work if you canceled school? Like, all the schools, that would fuck so many people work.
Oh yeah, like, how many people listening right now, like, your kids, like, you're fucked if your kids don't have to go to school. Like, school is kind of like free babysitting in a way. But now if school's canceled, your kid's 7 or something like that, now what? Like, this is going to fuck up the beautiful economy we have going, like, really badly. And the fact that as soon as Trump shut off air service from Europe, right, and then the NBA canceled, you're like, oh shit, it's getting real. And that's when you realize you can't do anything like half-assed. You can't just cancel NBA and then have school, right? Like, I live in the Wachusett district. There's no school tomorrow. There won't be school in the Wachusett district for at least a month. I guarantee it. Everett's already gone for a month. And Worcester declared a state of emergency. I'm sure Boston will do the same. So I don't understand why the governor just doesn't have a decree. No school. Like, is there any greater breeding ground for viruses than a school?
Oh, yeah, they're all filthy little bastards.
Yeah, exactly. So just cancel freaking school. Stop this pussyfooting around. It's fucked. Like, it's just going to be, the whole year is going to be an asterisk year. They're not going to get 180 days in. Cancel the MCAS. I mean, you're canceling March Madness. You can cancel anything, But one thing you can't cancel is Ratchet Madness. This is actually working out well for Turtle Boy coronavirus, because seeing as I'm quarantined as it is in my home, as work anyway, it's kind of worked out somewhat well for me, because now you guys got to tune in the internet, and things are looking good for the Turtle. But anyway, that's just my thought on it. But, like,
I wouldn't go to a restaurant. Like, you know what I mean? It's enough to wear something like that, where I'm not going to go be around a bunch of people that have to touch all my shit. You know what I mean? Speaking
of touching my shit, I was supposed to go this weekend to a bachelor party in Burlington, Vermont. Is that the gayest place you've ever heard for a bachelor party?
Probably.
Yeah, it's pretty gay.
That's up there.
I don't know. I got a buddy who's into breweries and shit, and I guess they have, I don't know, whatever. It's close to Montreal, in case we wanted to make a trip. But I'm like, we were supposed to go there, and we voted. I'm like, I voted to postpone. First of all, I'm going to drive 4 hours to Burlington, and what happens if the governor of whoever the governor is declares a state of emergency and all the bars are closed? What happens then? Or what happens? How are you going to get a lap dance, Bret, with coronavirus? You tell me.
No, there's no way I'd have some filthy stripper.
Exactly. It's over. So
no fucking way.
Yeah. I would imagine the Vermont strippers, they don't shave their bush. No way, right?
I don't even. Why would you want to go to a strip club in fucking Vermont.
I assume they're coming from the other side. They got to come from New York. They got to come from the other side of Lake Champlain. I don't know. But anyway, that's our coronavirus talks. I think they just need to shut everything fucking down, man. They just got to do it. Just take a break. It'll be like, it's kind of fun. It's like a sleepover party. Besides the economy crashing, like we're all just going to hang out for a month. Just stock up on shit and we'll all hang out and we'll talk on the internet. At least we got the internet, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everyone will be on their phones or tablets or whatever. So
yeah,
fuck it. We can just.
Yeah.
I don't know though. A lot of people be fucked work wise.
They will, but I feel like
people that have a kid.
The government's kind of taking care of that. Like they're talking about sick leave and shit like that, right? Good time to be a Democrat. Now's when you need Democrats. Like, give me some shit, you know? Take care of this. Anyway. Let's talk about a couple things. So Bret wanted to come on because, like me, he was all fired up about a couple things. I got my family's all FaceTiming, and they want me to freaking FaceTime. Anyway, Bret, you wanted to come on because a couple people really been pissing you off. And let's start with this Masshole's wife chick. You watched this video?
Yeah, that's when I started texting you, I think. As soon as I watched it, I'm like, did you watch this fucking thing?
There's no way fired up.
Two fucking bottom just get to talk like that.
You were more fired up than I was about this, if I recall, right? So this chick, Masshole's wife, she was in court the other day. And might be the dumbest person. She's come on the show before. She's called in. I've played nice with her before, even though I think she's a moron. And unfortunately, I had the misfortune of seeing this woman at my daughter's cheering competition in Lowell. Like, I'm walking in, she's like, "Turtle boy!" I'm like, "Oh, great, it's Masshole's wife." I recognized her right away. I'm like, it's freaking Masshole's wife. I got to play nice here. I guess our crotch fruits are in the same program. And she decides that, let's just watch parts of this video real quick.
I just happened to notice the Turtle Boy blog that was just posted after court just ended, and I was there. And I have no reason to lie about this. This doesn't even involve me. But because of all the stuff that I was thrown into, my business page being attacked by Turtle...
Okay, stop it. My business page being attacked. Did you see your business page, Bret?
Yeah, that's another thing. I didn't see that until the newest blog thing with her.
Yeah.
But ripping off everyone and their mother, branches of the military, cartoons, movies,
Disney,
to make money for yourself. That's fucking gross.
That's not a business. It's a freaking lone chick with an Etsy page. She has like 70 followers on there. Nothing gets any likes. She does free giveaways. Nobody watches it. Nobody wants your free bootleg crap. That's not a business. You open an Etsy page. It's not a business. She goes on. It was attacked. Yeah, it was really attacked.
Whoever the hell they are. Computer tough guys who got nothing better to do. I felt it was in my best interest. I wanted to see what was going to happen myself. So I went to court.
She didn't have to work. Shocking.
And, I've spoken with Aiden on the phone, and I thought that we were good, and me and Kate were good, but...
Okay, stop it. She thought that we were good, Bret. Yet she shows up at my freaking court date to side with my mortal enemy. But she thought we were good.
Yeah.
What are these
that makes a bunch.
People on? Like, I'm going to show up with this woman who's trying to send me to jail. And I'm like, oh, I thought we were good, though. Like, it's like saying you freaking sided with Hitler.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I thought we were good, though. Me in America. I joined the Nazis, but it's a big deal. We talked on the phone.
Sure, I was the fucking Nazi death camp guy, but I'm going to just go hang out near the synagogue today.
Yeah, exactly. I talked to a Jew one time, so we're good, right? What are you talking about?
You can check my oven. I haven't burnt anyone.
Yeah, no, Jew free. She goes on.
I really felt put in the middle. Discord shots are being thrown up with my face on it.
Bitch, you're not that important.
All this stuff was going on. So anyways, I went to court today. And it's amazing to me. It's amazing to me because Aiden really feels like this was a win for him today.
It was.
But he obviously didn't hear it the way that it was spoken.
Okay. This is how fucking stupid. This is like painful listening to this, Bret. So, first of all, it was a win. The goal was to make sure the harassment order wasn't extended. And I believe it was not, in fact, extended. Therefore, I won. And what's really sad about watching this video is that this is all Kate's got left for friends. Like, this is it. This is her following, was the ragtags in court. Morons. And you think about the fall from grace this woman's had. Like, a month ago today, she had one of the most viewed YouTube videos we've ever had, right? A show on there. People loved her. She had like a cult-like following on here. Things were good. And now she's got Masshole's wife. That's what we're reduced to here. Like, this is what rock bottom looks like. So she's going to explain.
Dude, a long time ago, this fucking cunt pulled this.
Who?
Where she was going on that this fucking asshole's fucking wife.
Yeah.
And number one, if you have to refer to yourself as anyone's wife, you're a fucking pussy. Like, not in a million years would I be, oh, I'm online as Paula's husband. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fucking insanity by itself. So he's got her fucking strapped in good.
And by the way, she's also not married. Like, she's been with him for 15 years. This is like what ghetto people do when they get married, like, or when they get quote unquote married. They just, they shack up with the same person for 15 years, and they're like, yeah, we're married now because, we've been together. Sure, there's nothing legal about it, and your last name isn't actually Pereira. It's goddamn Pelosi for some reason, and you couldn't even research this chick because every time you search for Pelosi, obviously Nancy Pelosi is the only thing that comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the one thing she got going for her. She's not really Googleable. She goes on.
The harassment prevention order do not follow cyber stalking statues. Like, they're not up to date yet.
Statues, Bret.
Okay, that's an issue. The judge looked right at Kate and told her, "Do I think there's something wrong here?" He said, "Absolutely. Is there something illegal going on here? Yes, there is."
No, that's not what he said, stupid. So basically, the judge is up there, and the judge's whole thing was like, get this out of my courtroom. Like, why am I dealing with this right now? This is not a harassment order. You got to understand, Kate sounded like a crazy person. She came up with like stacks of shit, like more than Gaffney had. She talked like the micro machine, man. 1 million words a minute. Nobody understood what the hell this chick was talking about. She sounded like a lunatic. And the guy is just like, wait a minute. What's this guy doing to you? The defendant? You haven't said a freaking thing he's done to you yet. Yeah, somebody's calling my work and somebody's doing this and somebody's doing this. Okay, but what did he do? Well, he didn't do anything. Okay, then none of this matters. What are we doing right now? And then he's like, and then he lit a fire and this and that. And he's like, whoa. Fire? Arson? And basically, he's just like, what you're alleging right now are crimes. It's criminal. So I suggest you take it to criminal court. See what I'm saying? So it's like that to her was the judge saying, oh, he committed a crime. What he was really saying is, can you guys take this somewhere else, please? I really don't need to hear this shit right now. What are you doing here? Why are you wasting my time? Etc. So, goes on.
Hey.
What's up?
Hey. Sorry to interrupt. My wife's just got home with all our groceries and shit. I got to go grab them.
Okay.
It'll be like 5 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Just keep going.
Yeah. Hold on one second. I got to do something real quick. Let me just do this. Okay, blocked. All right. So I've had an interesting day, guys. 4 pizzas were delivered to my house this afternoon. So Josh Abrams, I actually went to Planet Fitness today. I was doing a little judgment free. And when I'm in Planet Fitness, doing my thing on the machine, some employee comes over to me and he goes, "Excuse me, we got a report you didn't wipe your machine down." Bitch, I've been in the same machine since I've been here. Who snitch? What is coronavirus doing to people? It's making everybody turn into a snitch now? I'm like, who told you that? He's like, well, I can't say. Well, you just interrupted my workout, dude. I'm paying to be here. Be gone. This is a judgment-free zone. You're judging the fuck out of me. See you later. So anyway, while I'm there, I got 1 million phone calls from various pizza places. And then my wife calls. 4 different pizza places delivered pizzas to my house today, including Grubhub. Parrot Pizza delivered twice to my house. And my wife kept saying, no, we didn't order any pizza. And Abrams called me. And I told him, I'm like, I don't talk to rapists. That's my policy with him. I have no interest in you. You're Bristol's pet. I never was really that interested in you to begin with. You're just a filthy rapist. And, he basically, I told him, don't ever call again. I filed a police report against him, and we'll see what happens with that. So, anyway, so I'm getting called. He told me he was going to call me during the show, so I keep getting these calls from these freaking numbers, right? And I'll just keep blocking them, whatever. Anyway, thank you there very much, Johnny Max says, welcome back, Bret. Anyway, so let's, I don't know how Grubhub works. I've never used it before, but the pizzas were not paid for. You actually had to pay for the pizza. So, anyway, it just sucks. You know, it's like, it's one thing if I have to deal with it. I can't stand when my wife has to deal with it. That's when it really pisses me off. It's like, dude, come on. She has nothing to do with any of this. Leave her. Like, if I'll bring up Masshole's husband, because guess what? He goes on YouTube and he makes videos, right? And he talks crap. If you're in the game, you're in the game. But if you're not in the game, then you shouldn't be brought into the game, period. If you're not living in this world, leave people out of this world who aren't in this world. I'm in this world, she's in this world. So we get to talk about each other. So anyway, she goes on.
Public record, you can go right to the court and get the transcripts, okay? So he said, does it fall under harassment prevention order guidelines? It does not.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay, I win.
He uses fake aliases. He incites people to do things for him.
No, I don't.
And they do it.
No.
Blindly. Okay?
I mean, the talk about blindly. I've never once asked you people to do anything. If you do it, you've done it on your own. And quite frankly, I've admonished people for doing that in the past. I don't want people to do that. On the other hand, the plaintiff in this case specifically organized people to go and harass me. Like on my freaking show. If you recall that first show I did, we had people messaging saying, where's the money for Sam Carden? Where's this and that? That's actual incitement. I've done nothing like that. I don't urge people to. I've said the opposite. Don't leave her alone, right? And I told the judge, I'm like, look it, this is what I do for a living. I have a right to write about people, period. It goes on.
And so whatever. So the harassment order didn't go through for either one of them. Aiden filed against Kate, which was hilarious. And his own lawyer threw him under the bus today, okay?
Okay, I love the arrogance. First of all, that was literally the plan, guys. Like, I filed... I don't want to say... What the hell is that face? Good Lord. Holy Jesus. What's sad about this is she looks better in this still frame. Because you don't have to see her teeth. Anyway, the plan was to file a... first of all, the harassment order I applied to get from her was much more legitimate than hers against me. Like, I had good grounds for it. But I really wasn't going to push it that hard because I really don't... Whatever. Like, it's just like... I don't care. If Kate contacts me, I honestly don't care. I'll just ignore her. I mean, I don't think she's going to contact me. So that's whatever. Like, it's kind of useless. But if she's going to get one against me, I'm going to get one against her. And I knew that having an order against her going on the best defense is good offense. That's the way I looked at it. And I figured the judge is more likely to drop both of them if I file one. Right? So that was literally the entire plan. And my lawyer pulled me aside and he was like, well, how would you feel if we got this one dropped? Would you drop yours if we get hers dropped? I said, absolutely. That's literally the plan. And when my attorney said something to the judge about it, he's like, I think they should both be dropped. The judge did look at him like, what? But I thought you were representing him on that one. He's like, yes, Your Honor. He's basically like, it was unprecedented to hear, but it was the plan. It was literally the plan. And she's too stupid to understand the plan.
Wasn't going well for his lawyer.
It was going quite well.
Kate was on top of her game.
Oh, she was on top of her game.
I'm going to say that.
Okay.
All right?
The fact that this woman thinks that she was on top of her game tells you everything about her performance, kind of. It was just really like... She thinks she knows what she's talking about. She's got a lot of big words. She knows how to use LegalZoom. And throughout my time with her, she would always promise big things and never really ever delivered. So I think that was what this came down to with this too. She makes it sound like she brought up the 2016 National Cyber Stalking Law, and the judge is like, doesn't apply. Every time, like, doesn't apply. Like, the judge knows these laws. He's like, no, sweetheart. No, it's not quite how it works. So it goes on.
She was handling herself quite well. Did it go the way that she wanted it to? No, it definitely didn't.
No,
but I think it would have.
Oh, you think so?
Had the lawyer not out of nowhere, when it wasn't going his way, he goes, you know what, Your Honor? I don't think either one of them should get their order. I don't think they should go through at all. I think the two of them are poking each other. Okay? The lawyer threw a curveball in there, and if he hadn't done it, I do think the order would have gone through.
So just to review her genius analysis, legal analysis here. If my lawyer hadn't done his job, then it wouldn't have worked. You got that? If my lawyer hadn't done exactly as we planned to do, she might have gotten the order. First of all, no, she wouldn't have. She didn't have a basis for it. Secondly, duh, that was literally the plan, stupid. Go on.
My opinion, sitting there presently, watching it, but because he did that, I think that's why things went the way they were. Plus, the statute doesn't follow that, so whatever.
Oh, she said it right that time. But not the statute.
Reading what Aiden just posted on Turtle Boy Sports saying, we got kicked out of the courtroom. No, we didn't. Absolutely not. And I encourage all you idiots who follow that man blindly, go to the courtroom and go get the transcript.
Okay, first of all, stupid, it wouldn't be in the transcript. So before our hearing was called, before I was called, they got yelled at. Ask Randy, she was there. They got yelled at by the judge, by not only the bailiff, but the judge himself yelled at them. And consequently, they had to take it outside. Now, to me, that's getting kicked out. I think we're semantics here. Bottom line is, a direct result of their behavior, they were reprimanded by the judge and they left the courtroom. They did reemerge in the courtroom, but these things did happen. And she's not understanding that.
When were we kicked out, dude? You're lying. Straight lying. And why do you...
Anyway, she goes on. And then yesterday, she decides she's going to go on Josh Abrams' program. Now, normally I wouldn't give this douchebag the time of day. But guess who he said when he called me today? He goes, guess how I got your number? Take a wild guess how Josh Abrams got my phone number. Take a wild guess. At least what he tells me. Guess who gave it to him? Let's see who can get it in the comments. Guess who gave Josh Abrams my phone number? Not that it's that hard to find. If you can get it if you want it. But I think we all know who gave it to him. And he told me who actually did. It was, of course, there it is. Kate. Of course it was. Okay. She gave him the phone number. Of course she would. She gave him my address. Of course she did. That's the reason why. Because obviously she's not going to do it. So she's going to have somebody else do her dirty work for her. That's fine. Right? I'm not scared of pizzas coming to my house. Anyway, and I'm certainly not scared of this shithead. I mean, he's going to jail for a long, long time in the near future anyway. So what does it matter? Thank you, Danielle, very much. So anyway, let's play the part where she calls up here. You got to hear some of these highlights, how stupid these people are. Where'd Bret go? You coming back?
And I can't grant it. And, and obviously the lawyer at that point, when the questions weren't going his way, the lawyer was like, oh, neither one of them should get the order. And it was literally the last Hail Mary he had. And, it ended up working out for him. Good for the lawyer,
So did he get his harassment prevention order?
Nope. They were both denied.
So he didn't really win. His was just, so the judge said, because he's portraying this judge to be this
anyway, I don't even want to listen to his rambling. I want to get to the end when she says nice things about him.
Sharp guy that's on his side.
Let's see.
That could see the forest through the...
Rather than making it.
Here we go. Let me see. Come on, Fupa computer.
You know, and if we can all do that,
I love pizza. You would have loved my house today then.
Because he doesn't want to get hurt. He's straight up a bitch. This is all true. If you see him, he'll be wearing a hoodie with sunglasses, like big fucking girl looking sunglasses. He's a fucking
Bret calling me? Let's see. Let me try calling Bret one more time. Hold on. Let's get Bret on the phone. Yeah, all this stuff. He didn't win. Anyway, Bret, you can call whenever you're back, buddy. I don't know what's going on with him there. So anyway, let's see what he's got to say here.
5 foot tall piece of shit.
I'm 5'8" and a half. First of all, let's be clear.
You're saying he has no moral compass. Is Bristol Crew in some fashion changing their tone, suggesting that maybe I?
So she's a representative of quote unquote.
Have a moral compass, and I'm not such a bad guy.
Does he have a moral compass? Let's see.
I would say that I think, you know, that I know that they want to change what they do. I know that they don't want to keep, you know, attacking you. I think that you guys have actually come a long way, and, you know, I think even you, Josh, you've taken a lot of responsibility.
Taking responsibility, of course.
I feel like everybody can see, like, you're trying to make a change, and that's all anybody can really ask, you know? And
just a reminder, 5 months ago, this individual was arrested in Seekonk for after a gentleman named Julio paid to have sex with his girlfriend in front of Josh. Well, he stroked his 3-inch sad, sorry excuse for a penis in the corner and cried himself to sleep. And then Julio left, and he decided he wanted to have sex with her, but she was sleeping and wanted nothing to do with it. So he tried and failed to rape her, and she has eventually escaped. So this is the kind of animal he is. But according to Shannon, who is a representative of the Bristol Crew, she's one of the biggest people in Discord. She was her right-hand girl in court. That's all you need to know. This is who you're associating with now, okay? She's telling her, no, she likes you now. We think that you've grown, you've taken responsibility. I don't know what responsibility this individual has taken, but guess what? She's not even lying, though. Like, they're good friends. I've said this from the beginning. It's all a grift. They both use each other, right? I think I wrote one blog about Josh Abrams, and then I was planning on moving on. They decided to become obsessed with him, make him a character, and they've both, you know, benefited, I guess, in that relationship. If you count YouTube views as, you know, benefiting. I don't really count it as much as that, but anyway, it goes on.
Them too. Like, Bristol, I think, will take, in this situation, I think it's been a real wake-up call for her. Do I think she's been a perfect person? No, but is that really fair to ask of somebody? You know, it's really not. So I would say everybody in this has had some type of awakening, and I would say, you know, things are going to be a little different. You know, we all can't be fighting each other. We all need to be on the same side and fighting for the same thing.
We need to be on the same side as a rapist. Personally, I disagree. I do not think.
You know, and if we can all do that, I think obviously the world would be a happy place. Not to go there, but
I personally am against making friends with and getting along and singing Kumbaya with a rapist. That's just me. I'm not big into rapists. She is, apparently. That's fine. To each their own.
Oh, so you're now looking for world peace. This conversation is all set.
I'm all about world peace. I never want to be fighting with people. But if somebody's not doing something right, I gotta call them out on it. If it, you know, in some way it involves me, you know? Like, I got a lot of shit for giving you that interview, you know? And Josh, like, one of the things that really upset me with you was, you know, I really, like, fought for you. Like, I was really on your side. I started watching YouTube on your side, you know? Like, I wasn't even into the turtle thing yet. And so I was really, like, just bombed.
Anyway, they're freaking stupid. I really wanted Bret on. Where'd Bret go? Should we call him up? I'm calling Bret because he's the one that wanted to come on and talk about these assholes. Hold on, let me call Bret.
You have reached the voicemail box of 2.
Okay, Bret's not there. I don't know what happened to him. But anyway, it's just kind of sad. Not sad. It's just pathetic. It shows you how low they've fallen. And trust me, guys, you shouldn't be surprised by any of this because guess what? They've been good friends this entire time. They called and they texted, and it was all just an act. They use each other. You notice that the views went down on their channel, or my channel rather. The views were there was a big show in October when Hot Tow Truck Girl got arrested at Encore, and they had like 600 people on at one time. And then Josh was in jail, and views, and they started doing things on like people from Oklahoma, and like people nobody gave a shit about, and it just went down and down and down, and it was getting less than my shows. And then the best thing that ever happened to them was he got out of jail again. She refused to testify, and here he is now. So that's that. Let's talk about the other thing here real quick. This chick, Bret wanted to talk about this chick. This chick is, I don't know who the worst person on the internet is right now, but she's got to be up there. You guys see this, Becky? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is the ultimate Becky. I kind of want to do a thing on her on live this weekend. So I might hold off on this because Bret had some strong opinions on her. But good Lord, this chick, if you haven't read the Kelly Cody blog yet, this is another Bristol person. She is the most obnoxious Karen on the interwebs. Why don't I save this for this weekend? And right now, why don't we open it up to a little Ask Turtle Boy. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me, fire away. I'm an open book. Let's talk about anything. Don't call her by her name. Yeah, she's always a Karen. She'll always be a Karen. Any questions you guys have, fire away. Let's have it. There she is. Look at her. Oh, God. With the Monica Lewinsky hat, too. I didn't know North Shore Turtle Bay was from Brooklyn. I did not know that. I feel like I know her pretty well. Did Callahan really believe Belize was an island? Yes, he did. He really thought Belize was a freaking island. I shit you not. But then again, there was some shit I didn't know on the podcast today. If you haven't listened to the Jerry Callahan podcast today, listen to it, folks. Telling you, Thursdays on the Jerry Callahan podcast are electric. It's the best day in Apple iTunes history. Go download every single episode. I promise you'll be entertained. It's fantastic audio. Go and listen to it. Other questions? I forgive you for being late. Let's see. What'd you do with all pizza? Would she just, we said no thank you. They apologized to us. And I'm like, I'm not the one losing money here. Like, you guys made a pizza and you don't make any money off it. Sorry about that. You know, that's what's fucked up. It's like to do that to a small business that did nothing wrong. Come on. Uncalled for. Although, you know who used to work at Parrot Pizza was, you guys remember Celia? One of the great Turtle Boy villains of all time. I forget what Celia's last name. I think it was Bohab. I forget what her last name was, but this ratchet mother from Northbridge who turned out to live in Holden because I went to freaking Parrot Pizza one time and she was working there. I'm like, oh fuck, it's Celia. She was a 3-seed in Ratchet Madness. Good God. And I know she recognized me. All right, other questions. Let's see. Whatever happened with Hadassah. So I have court with Hadassah. On the 24th, she filed another criminal complaint against me for wiretapping. So I've never wiretapped anyone. We'll see what comes of that. How do you feel about major sports being canceled? I feel like it's the right move, to be perfectly honest with you. It sucks with no March Madness. March Madness is I like it almost as much as the Super Bowl. I love college basketball. I live for March Madness. And we're just not having it this year. It's fucking awful. Awful. So I feel terrible about that. But I do think that there will be an NBA playoff this year. I think there will be an NHL playoff this year. I just think that they will use the standings as they are now to determine seeding in that. And I think that's more than fair. They've played like 3/4 of the season. I mean, you got to shut shit down for a bit. You know, in China, the coronavirus is no longer spreading. They've only had like 10 new case, people get sick in the last week or so. So it stops. It eventually stops. You just got to contain it, and you can't contain it if you keep having large public gatherings. They just need to stop. Period. So it is what it is. I don't know how you guys feel about that. If it's like a agree, disagree thing, feel free to let me know in the comments. I used to listen every day, only on Thursday. Add a baby. That's all that matters. Is Ratchet Man? No, Ratchet Madness will never be canceled. I'll definitely be getting Ratchet Madness going again soon. What's next for court between you and Kate? So court, I got a lot of court coming up. I got the motion for summary judgment with Jennifer Azadnia, more commonly known as the Dartmouth Yoga Poon. That lawsuit, the one I've paid $25,000 in legal fees for, almost $30,000 in legal fees for now, just in the last 7 or 8 months. There is a motion for summary judgment, which is essentially a motion to dismiss, and that will have a hearing on March 17th in New Bedford Superior Court. So my lawyer will make her arguments. My lawyer is fantastic. Haley Byron, highly recommend her. And George Leontire, Aaron Hernandez's attorney, he'll make his arguments. He'll be loud and boisterous. And hopefully the judge will see through this. They'll read our motion for summary judgment, and hopefully we will win on that. If not, it goes to trial and it's more expensive. And I'll have to hire a new attorney because this law firm charges $350 an hour, and I can't afford that rate anymore. So I got to go find a cheaper attorney. So we'll see with that. And then I got the Hadassah hearing on the 24th for wiretapping, and then Kate's going to be getting a letter in the mail very soon from Leominster District Court about the criminal complaint that's been filed against her by the Holden Police. So we'll be keeping you update on that one. Did you really see Jen Dusso's Hollywood contract? Yes, it is legit. I'm not going to share it because she asked me not to share it, but she wanted to show me to show that she wasn't full of shit. I have seen it. It's a legitimate offer from a legitimate company. I Googled them. I Googled the names. It all checks out. So she sold the rights, essentially, to her story. Now, it doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to make a movie out of it, but if they do, she's going to make money off it. And I hope they do. I mean, I really hope they do make... I hope they do. I hope she makes money off of this. Might as well, right? Might as well. It's quite the story. Let's be honest. It's quite the story. And I really hope they do because you can't have that movie without Turtle Boy, right? You can't do it. It's impossible. So I can finally be a movie star. So that would be really cool. Tom Brady staying or leaving? I've always said he's staying, but we'll see. I mean, okay, so can't use the standings. The teams have to play the same number of games. The bottom line here is that it's not going to affect the top teams. Like, you just go by winning percentage. The Bucks are going to be the 1 seed. Toronto's 2. Celtics are 3. Period. And then if you're like the 8th or 9th team, if you're like the Magic or whoever they're competing with for the 9th seed, it's like, who gives a shit if you get in? You're not winning anything. You're going to get killed by the friggin' Bucks anyway, so what does it matter? You should be lucky you're getting the playoffs at all. So take it or leave it. Is Ida in charge of the Turtle bank account? I don't think so. I think I'm in charge of that. Other questions. Are the police investigating the truck fire? Bridgewater police are. So won't get too into that, but yes. Are you stocked up on toilet paper? Luckily, we've already stacked. We were stacked up prior to this. We had a big Walmart trip this weekend. How tall am I? I am 5'8" and a half. Get it right. 5'8" and a half. I think that's probably like 35th percentile, I want to say. What percentile do you think that is? 5'8" and a half for men. Definitely not. It's definitely below average. I think probably average for men is probably 5'9" and a half, 5'10". So I'd say I'm probably 35th percentile, I would say. Not too low, but not showing off at the same time. It's okay. Where's that? And by the way, did we delete the Ashley Acevedo comments the other day? I really want to go back and read those, and they were all gone. That chick has lost her mind, man. That poor girl. She gone full ratchet, and she doesn't even know it. It's kind of sad to watch because she used to be a big fan. Big fan. But it is what it is. People show their true colors. Other questions. Let's see. Is turtle, pork, and genduso too? No! Come on, guys. I'm a married man. Give me a break. No. Other questions. Let's see. Who's going to play Landon? Good question. I mean, he'll have a very small role in that, I would assume. But, it's a good question. Who would play Bucci or Ristine? You need a big bald guy for that. Who's a big good bald guy you could use for that? Good question. And who would play Leah? That would be another good question. Who would play her? Because Leah's look short. So you couldn't have like a really tall actress. Who could, Jennifer Lawrence? Could she play Leah, you think? She might be able to pull that one off. I don't know. Manti Te'o was playing Landon. Exactly. Thank you, Abby Horowitz. I appreciate that. Is it true Hilario pulled a taco out of his smelly belly button and fed it to Ashley to keep her quiet in court? Can't confirm that. But you never know what you can find in those fupa folds. I'll tell you that much. Anyone heard from Dee Dee? Nah, she's been quiet for a while. Can we do a PSA? People need to stop buying in bulk. Maybe I might go buy some frozen shit tomorrow. I'm not going to lie. Parrot or Pizza 17, they both came to my house today. But I like Parrot Pizza. It's one of my more favorite pizzas in Holden. A lot of people don't like it. I don't mind it. But when I really want pizza, I go to Leominster for good pizza. I go to freaking Athens. I love Athens pizza, man. It's South Leominster. Ooh, it's worth the trip. Worth the trip. Why are so many messages being deleted? Let's see. Stores aren't getting deliveries. Why are Mrs. G.I. Turtles messages getting deleted? Let's see. Holden Pizza. Yeah, I mean, Holden Pizza's okay, but definitely not as good. Yeah, what's with all the blocking? Let's not block anybody. I don't want to block anyone on here. Unless it's just absolutely ridiculous. Any other questions? Let's see. Are we going to see her breakup messages? Whose breakup messages? Ashley's? Oh, so Ashley deleted her own messages? What a coward she is. Ashley, very disappointed. I should try Bret one more time. I mean, the fact that his phone ain't working is odd. Something might have happened to Bret. He might have got coronavirus. In the meantime, I'll keep reading this. Dr. Phil could play Bucci, that's true. Yes, yeah, I'll definitely show you Ashley's crazy breakup message. I mean, it's just so boring. Ashley just talks in circles, and she thinks she's so smart. If I showed you the conversation, I don't know why I wasted so much time trying to talk to this chick. Maybe it's because she was such a big fan. I really didn't want to lose her. I don't know. She kind of meant something to me as a fan because she was one of the most loyal fans that we've ever had. So I'm not just going to let those people go without trying to show them the truth. And she was just so stupid she wasn't hearing it. After a while, it's like, okay, this is pointless. This is pointless. Are we offline? Why is Mrs. G.I. Turtle getting hidden? What's going on with that? All right. Was just reading the blog on that 3-year squatter. Yeah, we'll definitely be talking about that on the live this weekend. Absolutely. Yeah, Greek pizza is awful. We don't have any Italian pizza in Worcester. Nothing. There's no good pizza around here in Worcester. Anywhere in the Worcester County area, you can't get a good piece of pizza. The worst pizza in the world, people fucking love it. It's like a cult, is Espressos in Fitchburg. No offense to Espressos, but it's like they put orange soda in the pizza. It tastes sweet. It's freaking awful. My wife loves it. She grew up on it. Fitchburg people love espressos. If you've ever been there, I think there's a chain too. And honestly, I was like high one night. I was hungry, and there was a couple pieces of espressos in the pizza, and I'm like, okay, in the fridge. I'm like, I'll do it. I took a bite. I couldn't even eat it high and hungry. No way. It's terrible. No offense. Let's see. So Rebecca knows about Athens. Athens is excellent pizza. For Greek, it's not bad. One of the blogs on Kate, starting Monday. I don't know how many part series it's going to be. So I need to explain her background because that hasn't been talked about yet. And there's a lot to discuss there. There's a lot of shady shit going on. And quite frankly, there's some shit I need to research there a little bit more. Because I don't want to libel anyone. I want to get this right. But there's a lot of shady shit going on in her background that we need to first establish. Once you establish that, why is that important? Well, it's important because you literally run a show that shames people for being bad parents. You can't do that if you have all this baggage in your closet. It's morally reprehensible to do something like that. You're a fraud. You need to be called out for that. So, and I wouldn't do this if they didn't keep up with their show. Because if you're going to insist on keeping doing this, well, you're putting yourself out there. I'm going to criticize you, period. Anyway, there'll be that. Then I need to explain the nexus of this whole. I haven't gotten to a lot of details yet about this whole how this thing went down, etc. The history between her and I. There's a lot to get into there, and but definitely a lot in her background and things that I suspect she may have done. So we'll get more into that. I would say probably a 3-part series. That's what I'm guessing. By the way, and all the people that come here, DNS was dropping her address. Who's DNS? I didn't see DNS. Is that Matt? Okay. Yeah, if they do something like that, feel free to block them. Thank you. Did the judge really say he thinks something criminal happened in your case? No, that did not happen at all. The judge, as I explained earlier, wanted this out of his courtroom. And in order to do that, like Kate was babbling on like a lunatic about arson and shit. And he's like, whoa, arson? That's criminal. What you're alleging right now is criminal. So if you're saying this occurred, feel free to, take it to another courtroom because it belongs in criminal court. That's not him saying. It's him saying that arson is criminal. He's not saying that I committed a crime, though. See, like that's the way that she presented it. And he also said there, he's like, it would be nice if we could live in a world where people were civil with each other and, none of this happened. I think, and he even said, I think that might be better. Maybe down the line there will be laws against that. I disagree with him there. I think that would be a terrible world to live in. But luckily, he's a judge, not a legislator. His job is to interpret the law as it currently did, and he did his job. So, more credit to him. All right, any other questions? If any ratchets out there want to call in, they're more than welcome to. I'll debate any of you. I'm way behind in the comments. Holy cow, I'm not that far behind. I'm only a couple minutes behind. I just fast forwarded. If I missed you on there, I was at 9:53. So if you have a question you asked in there, feel free to. And by the way, North Shore Turtle Baby is like the pizza connoisseur. She's like a celebrity over on the what's that page called that you watch, North Shore? I forget what that page is called. Who is this Joseph Miller guy? He's getting all his messages deleted. Let's see. And I can read them. I see. Okay. What happened with Bret's Groceries? That's going to be the mystery. Very disappointed. Sad to see Bret's not here. I'm sure something happened or else he'd be here because he was really looking forward to this. He wanted to roast this chick. I really wanted to. Maybe we'll have him back on this weekend to roast this chick, see what he's got to say. So ratchets can call in and be famous. No, but just, the people that, come in the comments and talk shit. It's like, why don't you just call me? We'll talk. We'll have a conversation, Maybe we can find some common ground. I heard Maud was going to the Olympics. Let me guess, you heard that from Maud herself. Groceries is totally code name for doing the nasty. That would not surprise me. I'll tell you that much. Oi, not much else to do in Maine. I'll tell you that much. Doesn't matter. You don't answer any of my questions anyway. What are you talking about, Eddie? I always answer your questions. Yeah, I'm giving Lisa a wrench. I like Lisa. She got a wrench. Please do a follow-up blog on Bret and his groceries. Good point. Thank you, dog trainer. I appreciate your... Glad you like my explanation. See? Reasonable minds. Good. Asks a question, gets an answer. All right, any last-minute questions before we call it a night, folks? Yeah, we haven't seen Amanda Sawyer on here in a while. Bret is buried in toilet paper right now. Got to stock up. That's very, quite possible. Who's AJB? I think AJB is one of her trolls. And that's the thing about these people. I love them. So AJB, I mean, do you have an issue, man? If you have an issue, let us know. You start at 9 now? Yeah, I started moving to 9. People, because the show, it's only supposed to be a half-hour show, but it always goes an hour. So, all right, last-minute questions. 1 more minute. Can we do MTV Cribs at Bret's? I think he probably has a pyramid of Keystone Light empties in his living room. I'm guessing right now, so probably not. How'd you and Bret become friends again? Through the blog. Through the blog, we met. He was just a famous commentator that I started to really take a liking to, and started having him on the show, and he was a big hit. All right. All right. Any more questions before we call it a night, guys? Will you call Kelly during the live show Saturday night? I will try. She's invited. Here, Johnny. Okay, Johnny Mac's begging for a wrench. I'll give him one. Here, you got a wrench. Here, and KT can have one too. How about that? There you go. You'll all get wrenches in time. Everybody gets a wrench around here. Accountability for all. Is that Josh is on here? The bitch ass actually showed up. Interesting. All right, guys. Take it away. You don't want one. Is that what you said? Begging for a wrench is ring. Okay, you don't want one. I can take it away. Here, I'm taking it away. I misread that. Better a wrench than a ratchet. That's true. Turtle Boy, pub crawl to stimulate the economy this summer. We might have to. We're going to have to stimulate the shit out of it. First of all, as soon as this coronavirus thing goes away, people are going to be spending so much money. The economy's never going to be healthier again. It's going to be all worked out. Trust me. I'm somewhat of a financial genius. Not really. Don't listen to me. All right. Any last minute questions? Thank you. The people you blocked to dox me. Thank you very much for being alert on that. And I appreciate that. I mean, if you want to come on here and question me or call me a douchebag, more than welcome to. If you want to come on here and just post phone numbers and addresses, that's gay, man. That's not cool. No, that's not fun. Do you make any money on the podcast? I listen to them on there mostly. I mean, they're sponsored, and people donate to the YouTube live, so it supplements, definitely supplements. Because as you know, with all I was telling North Shore, I'm April in 2017, I was doing well for myself. Things were going well. right? I'm like, I was about to tell my wife to quit her job. Thank God I didn't. And then it all came crashing down later in 2017. It got blacklisted by Google. Facebook page came down. Lawsuits start coming in. It's really a miracle that I'm here right now. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Like, if I didn't love what I was doing, if I didn't wake up every day and love what I do, I would have given up a long time ago. There were several times where I'm like, is this fucking worth it, man? This is like not good for me from a mental health. Like, this is not good. But I love doing it. I can't describe it enough. Like, this is what I was born to do. I was born to be an entertainer. I was born to write. I was born to express my opinions and, interact with fun people. That's what I like to do. And I was telling her earlier, I'm like, we have the best freaking fans ever assembled, because literally I would not be here right now were it not for you all. And you guys buy shit and you donate, and literally none of it's possible without you people. So, and I wouldn't trade the lifestyle for the world either. It's very convenient not to have a 9 to 5, because one of the kids is sick. They got to get to the doctor. I'm on it. My wife's got to get to school in the morning. I get the kids ready. She comes home at the gymnastics practice. Dinner's ready. It's very, very convenient. And this would not take place if I had your traditional kind of job, So I wouldn't trade that for the world, certainly. Anyway, but the thing is, I worked pretty hard as a teacher, but I work even harder now. I work so many freaking hours, man. But it's all worth it, man. It's all worth it, because I'm creating a product that I love, and I wouldn't trade for the world. It might need Turtle Have. I need it, man. I need to be here for you guys. You guys deserve this shit. Thank you, KB. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess I'm a modern day dad. Like, I'm not like a feminist or anything, but I certainly don't think that like it's my wife's job to fucking cook every night. Like, if she's home and I'm not, certainly, right? But I really don't mind. It's not freaking hard to cut up some kielbasa and throw it on the freaking stove. It's really not brain surgery. Or throw some chicken in the oven. It's really not complicated. I don't make anything too fancy around here. Thank you, Itchy Balls. I appreciate that. Yeah, Kelly Delaney. Kelly's one of my former students. Awesome girl. I think class of 2011. Really bright student. I had her brother Zach in class too. Nice kid. Good people. I met a lot of great kids at Shepherd Hill. A lot of great kids. What did Masshole's wife get in the face with? Life. That's what she got hit in the face with. All right. Anything else? Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate that. Shannon's a very resourceful and nice woman, too. I met a lot of great people through this. I'm very happy. Your kids eat kielbasa? Yeah, my daughter freaking loves it. I don't know why. My son only eats pancakes and sausage every fucking meal. It's like ridiculous. What do you want, Brady? You want to eat, you want some chicken fingers and french fries? Pancake sausage. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know how long this is going to go on for. He's 2.5. Eventually, you can't eat pancakes and sausage every freaking meal. Dinner, lunch, and breakfast. It's terrible. Your school's closed tomorrow? Yeah, but my wife, for some reason, if she's in Fitchburg, she has to work tomorrow. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I thought for sure she would be canceled. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing. But there's no way. Here's my prediction. By Monday, every single school in the country will be shut down on Monday. That's the rate we're going at here. There will be if they don't do it voluntarily, it will be a national edict from Trump himself, ending it. All right, so they were good then, guys. Thank you guys for coming out, and we will see you guys all on Saturday for the live show. Sorry, Bret fell asleep in his groceries or something, pulled a Matty Mo on us, but maybe we'll see him again soon. All right, peace to everybody.